Deep in the rainforests of Borneo, an orangutan named Rimba is about to do something that will change the way we think about intelligence, forever. Rimba scans her surroundings, then slowly starts crafting something with her hands. She picks up a vine, twists it, ties it, and suddenly, she has something no orangutan has ever been seen making before. Awax. What if I told you orangutans are not just intelligent but engineers, teachers, and future thinkers? Today, we're uncovering 5 mind-blowing ways orangutans are smarter than we ever imagined, and by the end, you'll never see them the same way again. And yes, wait until you see what scientists discovered about orangutans and video games. For years, chimpanzees have been considered the smartest of the great apes. But what if we've been looking at intelligence all wrong? What if the real innovators have been hiding in the treetops all along? Meet Rimba the orangutan, who will be taking us through this journey to discover the intelligence of her and family members. She's about to show us how orangutans are capable of problem-solving, teaching, and even strategic deception. Today, we'll break down 5 incredible ways orangutans are redefining what it means to be intelligent. 1. Tool use. 2. Engineering skills. 3. Memory and planning. 4. Social learning. 5. Culture and innovation. But first, let's see if you can outsmart an orangutan. Tool use. Orangutans, the inventors deep in the emerald depths of Sumatra and Borneo, a quiet genius stirs among the treetops. Rimba the orangutan, elusive, watchful, and brilliantly cunning, moves with deliberate intent. But this is no ordinary forager. With a flick of its wrist, she selects a stick, not at random but with purpose. A tool, a weapon, a key to nature's hidden treasures. With calculated precision, she probes into a tree's crevice, her keen mind engineering solutions where others might surrender. Honey drips. Insects scatter. Seeds yield their secrets. This is no mere survival. This is invention. But before we go further, let's test your problem-solving skills. All right, let's see if you can solve this. Here is a transparent tube with a peanut at the bottom. You're hungry, and peanut is at the bottom of the tube as shown. You can't reach it with your fingers. How would you get it out? Now let's see what Rimba does. Rimba walks over, fills her mouth with water, and spits it into the tube. The peanut floats to the top, and she grabs it effortlessly. That's fluid mechanics in action, something engineers use every day. But here's where things get even more impressive. Orangutans don't just use tools, they modify them, they adapt them, they improve them, and that changes everything. Other mind-blowing facts of orangutan tool. Use. 1. Sticks as fishing rods to extract termites and honey. 2. Leaves as umbrellas to shield themselves from rain. 3. Branches as spears to test water depth before crossing. This map shows different orangutan populations using tools in unique ways. Rimba doesn't just use tools, she reshapes them to suit her needs. She's not just surviving, she's engineering solutions. And wait until you see what she builds next. Engineering skills. The master architect high in the jungle canopy, Rimba prepares for nightfall, not by finding shelter, but by creating it. She doesn't simply grab a few branches and pile them together. No, this is architecture in action. Each night, she constructs a sophisticated nest, choosing sturdy branches for support, weaving smaller twigs for reinforcement, and layering soft leaves for comfort. Some nests even have leafy roofs for rain protection. Scientists marvel at their biomechanical understanding, choosing materials based on strength and flexibility, adapting techniques over time. This isn't instinct alone, it's intelligence, innovation, and engineering mastery. Imagine sleeping on a bed you had to rebuild from scratch every night. Sounds exhausting, right? But here's where things get fascinating. Orangutans don't just build nests, they engineer them for maximum comfort and protection. A typical orangutan nest is made up of a sturdy base for strength, a layered cushioning for comfort, and a waterproof canopy for protection from rain. Orangutan nest showing structural integrity and how its weight is distributed in it. This level of biomechanical skill mirrors what early humans did when they first started building shelters. But what if I told you, orangutans plan ahead like us, too? Memory and planning, the future thinkers. Unlike most animals, orangutans don't just react, they strategize. Orangutans are planners, problem solvers, and future thinkers. Long before the jungle stirs, they've already mapped their next move. High in the canopy, a male orangutan bellows. Not a random call, but a deliberate message. Others hear it and adjust their paths accordingly. Why? Because he's announcing a journey he hasn't even taken yet. He remembers where the ripest fruit will be, months before it appears. He recalls the perfect tool, even after it's long been taken away. This is not instinct. This is foresight. The orangutan is not just living in the present, it is shaping the future. But their intelligence doesn't stop here, because they don't just learn, they teach. Social learning. Orangutans as teachers. Some of the smartest humans are teachers. Orangutans? You're right. They teach too. But how do they pass down knowledge in the wild? In the dappled light of the jungle, a young orangutan clings to its mother, eyes wide, absorbing every movement. She is no ordinary caregiver, she is a mentor. With precise hands, she selects a twig, stripping it down before plunging it into a termite mound. The child watches, memorizing each detail. Then hesitantly it mimics her, learning not just the technique, but the patience, the precision, the problem-solving skills. This isn't just instinct, this is education. And if orangutans can learn, teach, and innovate, what does that mean for how we define intelligence? Culture and innovation. Are orangutans human parallels? What if I told you orangutans don't just survive in the wild, they have culture? Rimba watches a baby orangutan playing with a tool. Different groups of orangutans develop their own traditions, just like human cultures. Cultural differences between orangutan populations. 1. Regional dialects, distinct calls that differ between groups. 2. Tool innovations, unique ways of solving challenges. 3. Play behaviors, different social interactions between groups. They're creating their own versions of language, technology, and social traditions. If orangutans have culture, intelligence, and innovation, how different are they from us, really? Rimbas is contemplating something profound. Surprise! I have to ask, if given enough time, could orangutans become civilization builders just like us? Sounds unbelievable? Let's break it down. Because what you're about to see might just change the way you think about intelligence forever. Orangutans as video gamers, the ultimate challenge. Rimba's baby sits cross in front of a large touchscreen, tapping the screen with laser focus alongside a 5-year-old human child sitting beside, mimicking the same movements. They're locked in an intense yet playful gaming battle. Imagine a world where orangutans and humans go head-to-head, not in the jungle, but in the virtual world. The human child and the orangutan both select their characters in a puzzle-solving game. Meet Rimba, one of the first orangutans to master logic-based video games. And here's the shocking part. Scientists found that some orangutans can solve puzzle challenges faster than a 5-year-old child. The game starts and both competitors react. Rimba taps quickly, navigating the puzzle with surprising accuracy. The child glances over, eyes wide in disbelief. But here's the twist. They're not just playing. They're learning from each other. The child notices Rimba's strategy and copies it. Both successfully complete the level at the same time. They turn to each other, one with a smile, the other with a playful, cheeky grin. This isn't just a game. It's the future of interspecies learning, a world where humans and orangutans challenge each other, grow together, and blur the lines of what intelligence really means. The child and Rimba exchange a playful fist bump. Orangutans as master gardeners, cultivating their own food. But what if orangutans weren't just learning from us? What if they were shaping the environment around them? Here is an orangutan carefully tending to a garden, planting seeds, watering plants, and checking the ripeness of bananas like a professional farmer. A younger orangutan watches and mimics its actions. Imagine a world where orangutans aren't just foraging for food, but cultivating their own gardens. Meet Rimba, now not just a survivor of the jungle, but its guardian and farmer. She wakes up at sunrise, stretches her long arms, and begins her morning routine, watering banana trees, checking on her sweet potatoes, and even gently teaching her little one how to plant a seed. And just like that, knowledge is passed down, just as humans taught agriculture thousands of years ago. But here's where things get really interesting, because intelligence isn't just about survival, it's about passing down knowledge. And orangutans? They're doing that too. Orangutans as librarians and storytellers, passing down knowledge. Here is Rimba in a cozy rainforest library of woven branches and wooden shelves filled with books made from large leaves, now wearing tiny spectacles, and carefully flipping through the pages while younger orangutans gather around, listening in awe. What if orangutans didn't just teach with their hands, but with words and stories? Imagine stepping into an orangutan library where the elders share knowledge with the next generation, and see a young orangutan reach out, tracing a simple symbol drawn on a leaf book, imitating Rimba's gestures. Through symbols, gestures, and even their own form of writing, they document their traditions, how to build the best nest, where the ripest fruit grows, and even the best jokes that make orangutans laugh. The baby orangutans suddenly giggle, one covering its mouth like a human child. Because if there's one thing that unites all intelligent beings, it's the love of a good story. But before we go, here's something that will blow your mind. Orangutans have been taught to play video games, and some are better at it than 5-year-old human children. But if they can game, farm, and teach, then the real question isn't how smart they are. It's how much more we have yet to learn from them. We always assumed that intelligence was uniquely human. But what if it isn't? This video was an exclusive excursion to uncover how orangutans are redefining intelligence in astonishing ways. If you want more advanced insights like these, don't forget to subscribe and check out my next videos free. After seeing the incredible intelligence of orangutans, from crafting tools and planning for the future to passing down knowledge and even playing video games, what have you learned today? I personally think orangutans are not just intelligent. They are problem solvers, engineers, strategists, and teachers. But here's the real question. If we're watching orangutans evolve right before our eyes, what will they be capable of in another 100 years? Do you think orangutans are smarter than we ever imagined? And what other mind-blowing insights about primates would you like to explore? If we're watching orangutans evolve right before our eyes, what will they be capable of in another 100 years? And more importantly, are we ready for it? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's keep this conversation going. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into the mysteries of the animal kingdom.